This method is definitely a lot.
Yes, and my favorite part is if everything fucks up, we don't lose the.
Yeah, it's literally uploaded right now.
That whole System Shock video, I was just like anus puckered, being like, "What if that fucking thing crashes?" Which it loves to do.
Like I'm.
No wonder the Hotari are so tough.
Capturing so much footage for like these Digimon videos, and like one of them, the footage fucked up, and I had to like go back to a save and redo that part of the game because it was unrecoverable.
This is so much better. Some weird water.
Commander, I'm glad you've chosen to side with the Hotari. I knew the Federation would see through the Illidians.
I'm not on either side.
And protect the interests of my people.
The Hotari have suffered enough at the hands of the Illidians.
I couldn't agree more.
But I am biased.
You're phasing and stuff.
I assume you were there the day the mines were seized from the Illidians.
Not seized. Reclaimed.
Semantics. Answer the question.
Yes, I was there. We had to be decisive before the Illidians could even realize their worst nightmares upon them.
Did you have help from someone else?
Hotari stands alone against the Illidian forces.
I don't believe
We don't need help from anyone.
Why are we here?
They respect one thing above all else, and that is force. The greater the force, the more certain the outcome. Any talk of making peace is just that, and worth little without the strength to secure it. Which makes me wonder about your ship, the Resolute. Undoubtedly the Federation's finest warship. Ready to contend with anything the Illidians might have in store.
Science vessel. It's been
You know.
retrofitted. Oh no.
True.
The fleet is
Maybe
always
I've
within
misjudged
reach.
it.
It's a science vessel.
I wouldn't say state of the art, but the Resolute is plenty capable and can hold its own against just about
It's a
anything.
very diplomatic response.
so.
Yes.
Because at the moment, it's the only thing preventing them from wiping us off the map.
And storm.
Sidron,
There's a lot of shouting going on in the
Yeah.
background there.
Animated conversation. A lot of arms involved.
Oh, the door closed fast.
Before he even got there. That sounded very intelligent.
Ooh. Let's talk to Liam O'Brien.
I'm probably not telling you anything you don't already know, but these negotiations rely on the Federation's neutrality, as does any hope you might have for a supply of dilithium in the future. So, why you would choose to side with the Hotari escapes.
Ask my honest opinion.
Without Illidian involvement, there is no dilithium trade. But clearly, you weren't aware.
We are and will remain completely neutral. Our only interest is the peaceful resolution to this conflict.
As is ours. Of course, the question is, at what price?
Right now, peace can be bought at a bargain price.
Major Salit Arminta, Special Attaché, Illidian Armed Forces. Pleasure to meet you, Commander. I have
Price
my
would you pay for
issues with
peace?
the
Any
Hotari,
price.
but
See, that's
I
not
have
a
to give
good-
them some credit. They
It's
know
not a
that
good
to
bargaining
seize an
position to
operation,
take.
Inciting an uprising the same day as a massive, once-in-a-lifetime ion storm.
Our assumption was that this storm was just an anomaly.
She didn't say
Yes, a very convenient anomaly. At least that was what we were told.
You're very tall.
Of course,
Yeah.
I wasn't there. But who am I to say otherwise?
You should know better than to believe everything you're told.
That's not what I chose.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, the official story is that it was the storm that enabled the revolt.
Yeah, I picked that, like, I don't
Yeah.
believe it.
Unarmed,
diplomat,
unorganized
yeah,
miners
trying to
seize control of
get,
the
like,
entire
yeah, we're on the
with
same
less
page
thousands
here.
of
Yeah.
mine. But
That
I've
came off
talked
way
to
more
people
antagonistic than I wanted.
You're a
They
fucking
tell a
idiot.
different story.
That's not-
They say they're lucky
That
to
was
have
an
escaped
X.
with their lives. That it was more than just the storm. That somehow the miners were able to harness the energy from the storm.
Some kind of god
I know
was
it
helping
sounds
them.
crazy. I'm not even sure I believe it myself. But
That helps
that's what they
explain
said.
it.
You just answered your own question. How do a group of miners do something that in theory can't be done? That's how. Harnessing the storm.
But even if it's true, how does that even happen?
You tell me.
Oh, that one also
Nope.
just gave up.
That
A lot of
was
people keep
scary.
going into that room.
Yeah. That they said was only supposed to be essential.
Oh, just last
Commander.
one. He's gonna automatically.
Yep.
Of course.
Oh,
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
encouraged to see the Federation supporting my people. I'm afraid of what might happen without your help.
I'm not gonna
I'm
tell her
glad to hear
to
it.
blame other people.
Yeah,
I just hope
that's
you're not
gonna
the
get you
only
in
one who
trouble.
feels that way.
I apologize for that. These
Whoop,
are
you left a little
unusual
too early.
times, to say the least.
Oh god.
What the fuck? They're
Why
making
did
the
it fade
game
out?
in front of us as we're playing it.
The Lydians are under the impression the Hotari are somehow the cause of the
Wow,
Iron
you're
Storm.
really giving that away.
Spilling the beans
I'm sure
immediately.
they attribute to our lack of experience or sheer inferiority. But we are as much the victims of this horrific storm as they are. For the first time in our
Don't play
history,
anything close to the
Hotari
chest,
have the
why
upper
don't
hand.
Yeah, my god.
We see ourselves as strong.
Well, this guy
and
just said,
downtrodden.
wow.
New voices have risen up. Old voices shouted down. Calvin and Sidron have become national heroes. Now they have the Queen's ear,
I love the queen.
You sound resentful.
depending on your perspective.
I assume they've taken your place.
I was one of the Queen's most trusted advisors.
I was once
I
one
hope to
of.
prove myself
What
worthy of
happened,
being
honey?
so again. Which is why you're here.
Is that why?
I don't know about that.
The Illidians will launch an attack and crush us. You've
What
seen
gave
our
that
starship,
impression?
no doubt. They could have retaken the mines whenever they wanted to, but it never happened. And as strange as this may sound, I'd almost say they're afraid. I just don't know what they're afraid of.
Should we be afraid of
Still
it
the
too?
same bluster and bravado you would expect from them. But it has no teeth,
Galvin? No.
like they're afraid of what might happen.
Do you think it has something to do with the Ion Storm? Right now, it's stronger than ever, isn't it?
It's entirely possible. I'm not a scientist, but I do know the storm has knocked out all kinds of systems. So maybe the Lydians weren't willing to risk their ships given all the interference.
Electronic interference.
It all comes back to that storm.
Since the day of the revolt, Galvin has seized control of the mines and restricted all access. No one's allowed without his personal authorization. And they've taken over a section of the palace with just as much secrecy and security.
Oh,
I'm told
what's the
it could
music
be
doing?
something they brought back from the mines. I've made inquiries, but everyone pretends it doesn't exist. I strongly suspect they're hiding something.
What do you think it is?
I've heard rumors it's some sort of ancient artifact,
Marker.
but I haven't seen it
Yeah.
myself.
People are gonna
How
start
come
going crazy.
Lighting candles.
I'd better see what's happening.
That's the thing is they had the
Do
candles
you
on
think
the
you
ship.
can find out what they're
Yeah.
hiding?
They packed candles.
Like they
I
didn't
need to see
requisition
proof
an
of
order of
something to
candles.
Make my case to the Federation.
I can try, but even if I found it, I might not know what to make of it.
Take this. You can use it to capture whatever you find, and then send it to me.
It's got what? It's got Bluetooth built
Yeah,
into it.
none of us have pockets though.
Thank you. I will let you know what I find. And I look forward to our meeting again.
This is one of those cloak and dagger kind of situations, so make sure you don't get fucking caught.
You know, except I'm an idiot. Oh, I got my onesie. When you sit down, it all bunches up.
Yeah. Gotta tug it down.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, all this.
Well, that was a disaster.
What happened?
The Hotari refused to concede anything, so the Illidians stormed out.
What did you think?
Yeah, what did you think was gonna happen? You said you really
Rotari did
teed
not
that
invite
up.
us here as peacekeepers.
What?
I hope your efforts were more fruitful than ours.
Kinda.
I mean,
Found some stuff out.
made another girlfriend.
Yeah, I'm starting to get a harem here.
All different species.
Asian, alien.
All of them. All two.
All the species.
Gravitational harmonics failing to resolve.
Yeah,
Bubble
Jesus.
stability degrading. Increase output to maximum.
I'm just gonna not
Increasing
do
warp
it.
output to maximum.
It's happening again.
So we're just fucked?
Oh.
It is evident that presently the Resolute cannot achieve warp propulsion.
Since our diagnostics rule out any problems with our warp systems or anything about the ship, the problem appears to be the fabric of space itself.
Space itself? You're saying something about
Stop
this
repeating
region
the
of
last
space
two words of
prevents
everything I
warp
say.
travel?
Oh, the question
Everything
mark
you
at the
say.
Prevents it, but can't sustain it.
However improbable.
Might be the
that appears to be
storm.
We need to know more.
The storm didn't stop us from leaving space dock and traveling here. But could it still be causing this interference with warp travel?
We must follow sound investigatory principles. Do not let an assumed conclusion drive your analysis.
You're technically right, but it's obviously that the storm is responsible for everything in this plot.
And I want to have some answers for him when he gets here.
Indeed. Given the facts at hand, we may be able to deploy subspace
In
probes
reality,
around the ship
you're
to
correct,
construct
but this
clear
is
picture
a
of the
story.
phenomenon.
However.
This is a Star Trek.
I'll prep a shuttle.
Oh. Sound like a weird banana mouth going on. Oh, you're skidding the hole there.
I'm setting up a waypoint at a distance roughly corresponding to the edge of our warp field. When we get there, I'll deploy the first probe.
Cool. We
Alright.
should have been debriefed on this before we came
Yeah,
out.
now
so.
it's not a good time.
Crash into it, crash into it, crash.
Boing.
Oh! Gotta burn, baby, burn for.
Commander Westbrook, the Resolute systems are calibrated to receive the probe's readings. We are standing by to reproduce the warp field collapse after the first probe is deployed.
Thank you, Mr. Chovak. We'll be in position shortly.
And, Mr. Diaz, do take care in piloting the shuttlecraft. Now is not the time to indulge in the human penchant for joyriding.
You said the quotes.
Chovak probably isn't such a fun guy to work for, huh?
I don't take it personally.
I just don't take it personally. At least I try not to.
That's a very mature answer. Shows a positive attitude on your part. Remind me of it when I start complaining to you about the ship's new first officer.
Everyone's such a petty bitch.
Yeah.
Just gossiping constantly.
Well, we're quiet now.
It's become awkward.
This is far enough.
They assumed we wouldn't have fucked
far
around
enough.
as much
Yeah.
as we did.
Transporting the
Oh, what the fuck? Sound effects?
Westbrook here. The first probe is deployed.
Understood. We are reading it. We are about to replay the
We're
simulation.
reading it.
Can we wait till we leave before doing that?
People get it so hard in this.
I'm just not getting any traction with her. Commander Rydek. She rejected my plan to use a deflector.
You wanna
pulse
get in her
against the
pants?
storm
Yeah, what are you
surge.
talking about?
She didn't listen to me when you were out on the hull and I was trying to make it safer for you. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the new XO. I'm sure she's a fine officer, even if we don't see eye to eye. But she didn't go through what the rest of us did. You know that. And it's hard to figure out why she'd be the one Solano chose instead of, well, one of us.
Well, Captain Solano likes her, and you trust the captain, right?
Do
I
I?
do. Yeah. I'm not sure if the transitive property is really applicable here, Diaz, but I catch your drift.
Test is running. Warp field collapse.
It's like a $5 word for this conversation.
Which is really
Transitive
dumb and we shouldn't be having.
What the fuck was that?
Whoa. All right, that is definitely a problem with the fabric of space. We need to get another probe.
That's a one way to put it.
You could say that.
With 2 points of data, the Resolute and the probe, we've managed to get an interference pattern. I'm setting a waypoint to a particularly strong area of interference. We'll deploy the second probe there.
Oh, gotta grab the controller.
Listen, literally asleep at the wheel.
Advice I wish someone had given me. Make sure you're never just one thing. And don't get so focused on what's in front of your face that you lose sight of the big picture. Before Rydex showed up, the captain pulled me into his ready room and told me he didn't think I had the people skills to be first officer.
Hard to believe.
I can't believe that.
What a load of crap. I mean, if he'd said that about Chovak, sure.
Is that why you're being so friendly to me? Politics?
That would be clever, but I think you give me more credit for the past. You're all right, Diaz. And you've got potential. You're a capable engineer. You're good in the field. Keep up the good work. And who knows? Solid jack of all departments.
Maybe you'll have my job.
Be Commander-in-Chief of Starfleet one day. Hell, Admiral Jellicoe started as a shuttle pilot. And there are places to go in the enlisted ranks, too.
Can you get me a promotion?
Of course, if you get an officer's commission, they'll put you on another ship.
You know, I'd be the best leader Starfleet ever had. Lower decks always have to fix all the problems command causes. Maybe I'd just save everybody some steps.
Well, don't forget about us little people when you're running things.
Of course not. You gotta remember where you came from.
I think handling that last one with good humor was the best approach. You know, I can never stand these fucking, like, the ships, too. Like, they're flown with fucking keyboard.
They have WASD.
You're just flying a shuttle with a keyboard? You don't have a fucking joystick in there? It's so weird to me. They're just booping on a fucking panel.
Pressing S and
How
stuff.
can you possibly fly a shuttle with that?
Commander Chovak, we're ready for another sampling of data.
Very good. Running the simulation again. Warp field collapse in 3, 2, 1. On.
Again, it would be nice if you would let us back up before doing that.
Yeah.
There it is again.
I saw it. It seems to be directional.
Well, what about the scans? Anything?
Oh.
Oh, let me just take a list.
I'm two boarding this here.
In relation to our local space. We've got the Resolute, Otari Prime, and the probes.
All this interference is overloading the sensor buffers. We're gonna have to triangulate the sensors manually.
I'll triangulate them.
Let's square them instead.
There. That's got a little glowy on it.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got something.
These markers indicate peaks in the gravimetric interference patterns.
Oh, do they?
Find some more.
Good.
Hold up. This is coming from the moon.
A beam that blocks warp travel.
Aimed right at us.
Someone is doing this intentionally. I don't know how they're doing it. This is like nothing I've ever seen.
This is an attack.
Why would they be doing this? We came here to help these people.
They invited
now we're
us.
getting hit by some warp-killing weapon?
Now, look here. It's current readings of the ion storm.
These concentrations, they line up with the interference pattern. The storm and this beam, they're coming from the same place.
Carter.
Dun dun dun.
My
Who
God.
could have seen that coming?
It's just a small part of something much bigger.
The stakes have just been raised.
And seared.
Just in time for the second act to kick off.
Fuck.
Fuck.
Presently, we don't have an explanation for how they're doing this. One thing is clear. This is no fluke.
No
Thank you,
flute.
Mr. Westbrook. I want a full briefing when I'm back on board. Solano out. A targeted weapon that inhibits warp travel. Coming from the moon Tau.
That would explain the difficulties my shuttle encountered. More
All
important,
makes sense.
Like putting too much air in a balloon.
Here I thought the Illydians would be the problem. Coming to peace talks in a warship. This wasn't supposed to be so complicated.
What are the Hotari up to? We're the ones in trouble.
For all their posturing, every indication is that the Illydians are afraid of the Hotari. They didn't bring their warship as a threat. They brought it because they're scared.
From everything we witnessed, I would say that is highly likely.
But what are they afraid of?
What were we just talking about?
Yeah.
Thought they found something in the mine. Galvin
That
and
wasn't a
Sidron
non
brought it back to
sequitur.
the
I was
palace,
responding to what you
keep it
said.
under tight security. She's going to investigate it. I gave her my tricorder. I expect she'll contact us soon.
You found an ally.
Why would Tylus help us?
Oh, backroom politics.
Yeah.
It's a fair question.
Weird lesbian three-way.
She doesn't like the way Galvin and Sidron have been manipulating the situation. And the Queen. Working with us to go around them isn't the same as betraying her people.
That may be true.
She's certainly more likely to help than the other Hotari we've met.
That raises another question. Specifically, what do the other Hotari have to gain in bringing us here, only to make this hostile maneuver against us? There must be some...
They want war.
Unless they changed their minds between when they asked and when we got here.
Given their indifference to the negotiations, and what we now know about this warp-disrupting weapon, it's almost as if they want to start a war. And Sidron was
No, capitalize. They
the only
want
thing
to
the Illyrians respect is force.
I would say he's right about that. But at least they know when to hold back.
But that does not explain why they would turn their aggressions against us.
I don't think the Illydians know what's really down on that moon either.
Major Armintas said the revolt defied explanation. That the Hotari miners somehow harness the energy of the storm.
Harness the energy of the storm?
Yes, that is what I said.
Yep, you heard that.
Our capability.
So is a weapon that disrupts warp travel.
There have been civilizations.
They can't track us through light speed. We don't have that
far more
technology.
technologically advanced than the Federation.
The Illydians and Hotari don't fall into that category.
But that is all the more reason to investigate further.
Little Polly Spock.
Commander Rydek, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're
Received
not.
an urgent call from Hotari. Queen's advisor, Tylus.
Oh shit, we were just talking about this.
Damn.
I put out a feeler and it's come back to me.
Time to harvest.
To gain access to the room they have under guard. I don't have much time.
Try to be a...
I'm not supposed to leave my post.
You're not being very sneaky at all.
No.
I so appreciate your help.
And you're low animated too.
Yeah, you're not doing a very good job at this.
No.
Oh shit. This looks like some kind of prop.
Got
Boy.
it.
It's like Doritos.
Tylus,
Alright, get out of there.
we needed to gain access to the mines on Tau. Is that something you could help us with?
I suppose it would
You're gonna
be...
get shot. Yep.
I have to go.
Tylus,
Can we reconnect?
Well, she didn't handle that well.
No, that didn't go great.
Sorry, Captain. We've lost all contact.
We're gonna call her back.
Hit redial.
Escaped without harm.
It was hard to tell.
I'm gonna say she knows what she's doing,
Tylus
even
wouldn't
though I
have
don't
offered to
believe
help
that.
if she didn't know what she was doing.
That's a lot of faith in someone we barely know. Let's
She
see
has
the
a lot
scan of
writing
whatever
on.
the hell that was.
She has a lot writing on it. Hi, I have 2 of these, by the way.
Tylus
Gave her
suspects
1.
this
You know.
came from the mines on Tau.
It appears to be of
Ancient origin. Liked her pragmatic approach.
origin, but the markings are...
Yeah, it looks old, but...
Yeah, but fuck.
Basically
We can run a
what he
full
said.
analysis when we get back.
It looks old, but I don't
If this
recognize
came
it.
from the mines, then it might be the key to how they got the upper hand against the Illydians.
Then we have to go into the mines.
The Federation would not.
God, my hair's shiny.
We're, after all, sent here to be a neutral party in a peace negotiation.
Yeah, but now we can't leave. So
it could demonstrate that the Hotari have acted in bad faith, which would enable us to investigate the mines on Tau with full justification. But of course, we would need conclusive proof.
the Federation doesn't have to know.
Otherwise, it could put us in a difficult position.
Whatever this artifact is may be proof enough. At least to satisfy the Federation.
Especially if we can show the Hotari are controlling...
It's Hogan's Heroes, this.
and targeting the Resolute.
We may have a better understanding once we analyze the device. But a mission to the mines, covert or otherwise, is not out of the question. And I will handle the Federation.
You know how we do up in Spock's house.
Oh. As I was telling Carter, I want all the data I can get on this warp problem.
Oh boy,
Jesus fucking Christ.
The negotiating team's shuttle has been recording data all the way back from Hotari.
What? You're just walking in place.
Yep.
So pull the sensor and engine ISOs from the Melville when it sets down.
Will do.
I'll join you and Chovak down in engineering to run another analysis after the briefing.
Oh my god, the playable characters are gonna cross paths.
Oh my god.
I didn't like this warp problem when we thought it was some astronomical anomaly. And I like it a hell of a lot less now that we know someone is doing it to us. How does it work?
Unnecessary.
Yeah, what was that?
What do you say we pull these chips and find out?
Took some damage on the way. That ionic interference scored the hull plating. Might be some micro welds. Let's try pulling together.
All right.
Every lift is a 2.
3, 2, 1.
God,
It
thank
won't
God.
budge. Gotta be the storm damage. We need to...
Something just exploded.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Any excitement down on the surface?
Lighting fireworks.
Thanks for adding to the pollution, too,
Yeah,
by
right?
the way.
Hey, can you hand me the EJ7 interlock? From the toolbox.
I don't know what that is.
Not much use for one on a security detail, huh? Carter?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Now they're being catty with each other?
Yeah.
What's happening here now? I'm just gonna be professional. Something going on here.
Yeah, what happened?
I'm sensing tension. I don't understand why.
Where did it come
I'll
from?
apply pressure while you decouple the panel.
What gameplay?
Like the camera moves so slowly.
Yeah. F.
Oh, now you got a crowbar. Okay.
Get that, yes.
We've got this.
2-man lift.
Thanks for the hand. We have to get these isolinear chips down to engineering.
No problem.
Are we not in engineering?
You really know everything about these ships, don't you? The tools, the systems.
Everything's cool now.
Like a walking
Good at
Starfleet
what I
technical
do.
manual.
Well, what can I say? I'm good at what I do.
I can see that.
Oh no! Fuck off.
Start pulling
Bitch, what the fuck? Your standards are weird.
Yeah, right? I was professional though. I didn't show off. I'm not gonna be humble. I clearly am quite capable. I'm running this whole fucking maintenance bay.
I'm so
single-handedly.
confident.
Oh shit, I dropped the
Oh,
ship.
God damn
How
it.
embarrassing.
Now it's dirty. Bong. Oh, now I hit my head on the thing.
Oh, dun dun dun.
Some kind of
Candy wrapper.
My tricorder can't identify this.
It's making the beepies.
Whoa. This substance is a quantized spin crystallization of hydrogen, carbon, and lithium. It's emitting tetrametric pulses at an interval of 3.8422 seconds.
Oh, grab that from me, thanks.
Natural. I mean, it's only theoretical as a means to engineer matter on a subatomic level. What's it doing in there?
Piece broke off. Let's just grab it with our hands.
I was gonna say, let's just fucking touch it.
Wait.
Thank you.
364 subsection 9.
What?
Regulation
Quarantine.
364 subsection 9 orders that in the case of an unknown foreign substance infiltrating a sealed system, it will be placed in secure confinement before further examination.
Yeah, I mean, that's very smart.
Yeah, that seems to
You're
make
just
sense.
gonna grab it with your ungloved hands.
Whatever this is?
No.
Since when do you hate
Before
each
anything
other?
else, this is a
Yeah,
issue.
like this between your last conversation.
Which is why we need to study it.
Once it's contained.
No, I agree.
Yeah, that
natural, then
seems
someone might
like
have put
a
it there.
good idea.
It could be a tracking device, some kind of sabotage, or even a bomb.
Which is why we need to get it to the containment
That's
level.
that's a
I can't
no.
make
That's a
assumptions.
good protocol.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm still
Some
going
rules
to
are
report these
stupid
crystals
to rebel
Commander
against.
Westbrook when we send the shuttle data.
And I will inform my superiors. I'm taking this just as seriously as you are.
You're being catty,
Yeah,
and it's
what
like
happened?
weird.
But I
Put some
overheard
baking
talk about
soda
the
in
warp
that badge.
disruption on the shuttle. Now these crystals. Maybe this situation is
Did you
more
get
than we can
punched in
handle
both
with just a
eyes?
science festival.
What's with the color?
Just smoke some
Trigger a
blunt.
distress call. Get Starfleet to send more ships,
No, that's a bad idea.
or I could send a message to my old CO on the Adirondack. Get some combat-tested vessels.
No,
We
that's a
shouldn't do
bad
this
idea.
alone.
We're at the edge of the quadrant. Help isn't just gonna pop over like we're in Sector 001.
Wouldn't hurt to try.
You talk like you've never had your backs up against a wall before. This is Starfleet. We solve our own problems.
Surprised none of those options was no. That's stupid.
We do our own whippings.
Okay, stand back.
No, yeah, just grab it.
Just grab it.
Oh, okay.
Grab
this
it
to
with
the
your
containment
nuts.
lab.
Yeah, make sure. You know what? Open your mouth. I'll
get
pick
it
up with
Yeah.
my
for you.
teeth.
Fuck it.
I'll let you know when it's safely confined.
Oh, we'll be there.
Last thing you
pick
want
it up
is
with
to
my
study this
ass
down in
cheeks.
main engineering and have it explode next to the warp core.
Again. Oh, what? What? Oh!
Oh, God.
Almost forgot.
Touched my burn, by the way.
Yeah, ow.
Just shoving your
Fuck.
hand over the open wound on my
For a
face.
second,
Oh,
I thought she'd
man.
hold on you.
Yeah, what was that?
Yeah, what happened?
You're
I've
both
changed
being
my mind.
weird.
Yeah.
But I guess
It's like
this
a
whole
scene was
situation
cut.
has her spooked.
Like they were texting while they were she was on the shuttle.
Or it's because this is all happening so fast.
Weird.
Oh yeah.
There was
No, I
something
should.
off about
Can I rewind that? Because I didn't see what one of those was. Damn it. One of
that
them was
talk
like,
about
"What's your
sending a
problem?
distress call?
Yeah.
Aren't you?"
That was
Yeah.
pretty out there.
Hey, maybe it's part of the
She was
plot.
probably just thinking out.
Well, like you're weird too. I
Yeah,
wanted to
you're-
bring that up.
I'm
Yeah.
sure she'll come to her senses.
Oh.
This mission has enough complications stacking up.
Now, we'll get through it. You, me, and Miranda too.
Oh, cinematic.
Shit.
They were both weird for no
Yeah.
reason.
Rydick was
Oh!
Oh,
Oh my god!
Oh, no.
and made contact with a representative from the Hotari delegation named Tylus. She mentioned an unusual artifact of unknown origin being held under tight security within the Hotari Palace, which she believes came from the mines on Tau. Now, this artifact might have a connection to the revolt, to the storm,
Rack focus.
and to the warp disruption.
Oh,
we
and
now
just
That
know.
seemed
no
like a
focus.
mistake.
Yeah.
That seemed like a mistake.
Right.
It seemed like a number was wrong in the
Take it from
code.
here.
Of course.
I know what I'm doing. Who said I don't know
Tylus
what I'm
managed
doing?
to infiltrate the heavily guarded location within the palace and sent us these scans using my tricorder. It appears to be some sort of control panel, possibly connected to the warp disruption weapon originating on Tau. Of particular interest is this symbol, which we couldn't
What?
identify the origin of.
The Federation database has records from a vast.
Did some scenes get cut?
Yeah, there's a lot of
anyone
weird
from Starfleet has come across
skippings
this before,
going on.
Yeah.
the system should recognize it.
Cross-referencing with Federation records.
Displaying symbols from Federation database with a 90% probability of match or
I always love when the
Select a
computer just
symbol to
can
further
do all
analyze.
this shit.
Yeah, fuck it.
Oh. No, that doesn't look right at all. Nope, that's Klingon.
Perfect.
That's Klingon. Nope, that's wrong. No, wait. Oh, that's definitely it. That is 100% it.
Hell is real.
You thought Klingons was a 90% match?
99.2%
Fucking
match.
computer.
Got it.
Takan Empire?
So, what are we looking at?
The design and
Why?
composition.
The hell are we looking at?
This is a glyph associated with the ancient Khan Empire. Their civilization collapsed over 600,000 years ago, but once spanned millions of systems with a population numbering in the trillions.
We've never heard of them.
The Takan were once
Yeah,
the
he
most
said it.
advanced, most powerful civilization in the galaxy.
Is it possible the Hotari found Takan technology?
I wonder if they even know what they have.
Our knowledge of the Takan
I've heard of the
is
Takan.
limited. I have only encountered
We don't even
passing
know what it
references
is.
to them.
I'm just gonna say I've heard of the
Actually,
Takan.
I've heard of the Takan.
You have?
Quite
Takan
impressive,
Pie.
Commander.
Computer, summarize the Enterprise D's discovery of
Yeah!
Fuck it. Make a graph. This is AI.
I've seen Star Trek.
The USS Enterprise D, under the command of Captain Jean-Luc Picard, discovered a Takan outpost in the
I've
Delphi
seen Star
Argus.
Trek, you
According
guys.
to the mission summary, an unbreakable energy draining field was deployed against the Enterprise and a Ferengi.
Oh, I have seen that
The
episode,
Enterprise was
actually.
only able to escape after negotiating their release with an entity known as Portal 63, Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Unbreakable energy draining field. It starts to make sense.
What else is there?
That was the episode where the
a
Ferengi
lot.
extras were directed to
Let's take
act
it piece
like
by piece.
gerbils.
Select the aspect you wish to learn more about.
Someone from the Takan Empire is actually still around.
Or at least was, 16 years ago.
Computer, what other information do you have on Portal 63, Guardian of the Takan Empire?
The
That's a
entity
season
known as
1
Portal
episode
63
before
is
Riker
of
got the
unknown
beard.
nature.
Damn.
A biped humanoid, he was unaware that the Takan Empire no longer existed at the time of the encounter. He was able to control the crystal-based technology of the Takan outpost through apparent telepathic means. It was by his choice that the Enterprise was released from the energy draining field after Commander William T. Riker of the Away Team argued on behalf of both Starfleet and the Ferengi.
Telepathic control of their technology.
As I have said, they were the most advanced civilization in the galaxy.
About the yeah, tell me about the Enterprise.
Technology to capture and hold the Federation flagship would have to be unbelievably powerful. Computer, what else can you tell us about the energy draining field the Takan used?
The Enterprise D was unable to break free on its own. The precise nature of the technology was never fully understood. Only that the crystalline
Yeah,
technology.
back in that day, the Federation was probably going like, ah, fuck it.
The engineering team.
We don't know. Just let's get out of here.
The shuttle you took to Hotari. They registered tetrametric radiation coming from it.
We have Takan technology on board right now.
We might. I'll run a full analysis in the
I hope
containment.
someone grabs it with their hand.
Yes, please shove your entire penis into it.
There
Oh,
appears to
shit.
be some sort of restriction order from Starfleet. Computer, explain this restriction.
A Starfleet directive similar to General Order 7.
To run an administrative.
Similar to
system
General Order
for
7.
attempting to make contact with Portal 63.
Oh,
Starfleet doesn't throw up a no trespassing sign for just.
I mean, I guess that does make sense.
Suppose it makes sense considering.
I don't want a repeat episode.
What sort of planet is Delphi Ardu 4?
Delphi Ardu 4 is an M-class planet. A
Oh.
barren rocky world
Didn't
with
look like
little
that based on the set
vegetation
design.
and frequent ion storms. The giant crystals that grow there absorb energy, but it is not understood how they do
Ah.
so. The entire Delphi
like the
Ardu
graphics you
system,
made for that.
consisting of 11 planets, was considered completely uninhabited until the encounter with Portal 63.
Frequent ion storms. That can't just be a coincidence.
The writers are hacks, recycling old ideas.
But if the Hotari have Takan technology and can control it, I see why they're willing to negotiate peace. For all we know,
negotiate peace.
We're up against
not let on what we know.
We can imagine.
For now, it's probably best we don't let on how much we know.
Play our cards close to the vest. Smart.
So what you didn't do.
Yeah.
When the time is right, we can confront them.
Diplomatically, of course.
Right.
We've been able to triangulate
Said the ambassador.
The ionic interference and warp disruption to a specific mine on.
Let's go confront them with this immediately while screaming, yelling, and pointing.
And pissing even.
There.
So we know where to
appreciate the little exclamation mark.
Good thing that chick died for this.
What the Hotari are hiding, to better understand what we're up against, and to neutralize it if we can.
Diplomatically.
Embarking on a mission to the Hotari moon would not be viewed favorably by either side.
Yeah.
However, given the circumstances, we are entirely
but we're gonna do it anyway.
To defend ourselves.
Quote Spock.
I just want to make sure this doesn't blow up in our faces. Which is why I'm thinking of sending Commander Rydek on a covert mission to Tau.
Get her the fuck out of here.
She's a playable character after all.
Assuming you're up to the task.
Yeah, just let me go top off in the medical bay first.
Because remember, I have the diabetes.
I'll get the away team in and out. They're in safe hands with me.
Under normal circumstances, that would be the case. Given the sensitive nature of this...
Oh, I was not expecting that, actually.
I'm hoping Tyler's can accompany you. The priority is to avoid detection.
I was like, well, then it's not alone, is it?
The last thing we need is to get caught and then blamed for violating our neutrality and aggravating an already tense situation. We can't afford any mistakes, which is why I've chosen you.
I can handle it.
I'll do everything in my power to make sure no one knows I'm there.
Good. Of course, you'll have full support from the Resolute. We'll make sure we take every precaution.
Again, let me just go top myself off back in sickbay.
Let's finish that bottle of booze.
She was inspired. Well, that doesn't sound hard.
No.
Necessary arrangements as discreetly as possible.
Bridge to Captain Solano. The Illydians have moved additional ships to the edge of the Hotari system.
Well, now they're stuck here.
Heading is straight for the homeworld.
Understood.
It would seem we no longer have the luxury of waiting. In that case, may I suggest you and I return to Hotari Prime. Doing so will provide Commander Rydek as much time as possible to complete...
Covering fire.
Agreed. We'll hail the Queen's delegation from my ready room. We all know what we need to do. Dismissed.
Did we? We didn't really contribute much.
What does the blue guy do? Start a group?
We were all just hanging out.
God, I have to piss. Holy shit.
I am going to pass out. I really hope she took some insulin before she went.
I feel like that's gonna be a plot point.
Oh no, the thing! The thing that was mentioned.
The diabetes testing
Petty
supplies.
Officers Diaz and Edsolar. Where is the crystal formation that you found in the shuttle?
Whoa.
I have tasked Ensign Calloway with performing a
Oh,
full
hey, you've
analysis
come back
of
to
the
the plot.
tetrametric pulses.
Security brought it to the containment lab.
I was just there. They don't know anything about
Oh
it.
no!
Security never checked it in.
Miranda never got there?
She's the one that had the crystal formation?
Yeah, her and the rest of the security detail from the negotiations.
Dun dun dun.
Try her again.
Oh, okay, is that what I should do?
Commander Westbrook to Petty Officer Miranda Maris. Respond.
Something's not right.
She's still on the ship. She has to be.
Computer, locate Petty Officer Miranda Maris.
Petty Officer Miranda Maris is in the isolinear storage array.
I thought I was gonna say she's not on the ship.
She's in several pieces. Which piece do you want the coordinates to?
I am sure Mr. Diaz can attend to this on his own.
Why?
For reasons of plot contrivance, you'll have to stay here.
That doesn't make sense. He's gonna go find a missing security team.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's all spooky lighting and shit. He's gonna find them like smoking meth or something. And we crushed up the crystal and we put it in a pipe and started stoking it.
My god.
Someone improperly pulled these isolinear chips.
My dick fell off.
Improperly. We just yanked them out.
It's really glowy in here.
Oh. I can't pull out my... Oh shit! Pile of chips!
You're gonna get ants. The camera couldn't decide there.
Could it be the people that we know are here?
Could it?
No, I'm gonna enter silently.
Hey, what's going on up there?
Miranda! Is that you up there?
I'm
Miranda
coming up
Mirez?
right now.
Oh, yeah? I would call for backup at this point.
I don't know why you're alone to begin with, but...
Yeah, that was weird. I think our boss just doesn't like us. He wants us to get killed.
You're not a red shirt, you're a yellow shirt.
Yeah, TNG yellow shirts are the red shirts of their era. Red shirt is more iconic, which I think is interesting.
Red shit.
More chips. Not a Dorito to be found.
I was just gonna say Dorito.
Now he's gonna call out to her. She's brain controlled.
Oh, it's just you. I'm busy right now. Why don't you come back later?
Why don't we face suck again?
Expecting someone else.
What's the matter? Were you worried it was gonna be someone else?
No.
Oh, question asked and answered.
I'm glad it's you. But I'm through here, so I can't stay and chat. I have other things to do. Sorry you came all this way for nothing.
What were you doing here?
What exactly were you doing in here? I saw you accessing files, copying them onto that.
A gigantic external hard drive.
Secure data. It's really not my place to talk about it. Look,
What's going on?
I appreciate that you came to check on me, but I'm fine.
That's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
We're on a starship. Nothing's gonna happen to me here.
I'm worried because you're acting strange. I don't know what it is you're really doing in here, but Commander Westbrook said the crystals you took never made it to the containment lab.
Will you drop it?
No.
Being interrogated, Carter.
Hey, wait up!
I guess a blowjob's out of the question?
What do you mean, drop it? You know your boss is gonna ask the same questions I am, right?
I'm getting some very mixed signals from you right now.
I'm getting some mixed freckles from you.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm under a lot of stress right now. Just tell Chovak or whoever I don't know where the crystals are, and let me go about my business.
What do you mean you don't know?
That's a deal.
Things to figure out. I don't have time to stand around and debate with you.
I don't know what it is, but you're hiding something. What's in that storage drive?
I told you, it's secure data. So drop it.
Miranda, hold on!
No. Get out of my way.
Oh shit. I've been pushed.
You home alone her there. That was a weird way to do that.
Oh, we skipped a little bit again.
Oh, we were just fucking.
So I see you found each other.
It's been taking so long. The commander sent us to
Well,
see
you
what the
should have
problem
come in the first place.
Diaz, you were sent here with specific orders, and fighting your crewmate wasn't one.
What? How am I in trouble?
What's going on here?
Let's just let them explain.
I'd like to hear that, because I know what it looks like.
I'm just gonna throw her under
There's
the
something
bus.
seriously wrong. She's not herself, I'm telling you.
What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Well, for one, she was copying data onto this.
This drive is
I'm
unauthorized.
gonna hold it down underneath my waist.
There are ISOs all over the floor.
Glad
And
someone
that's
else
why I was in
noticed.
here, investigating this situation. And when Carter came looking for me, we got our wires crossed. It wasn't anything more than that.
No, I should have
Check
asked
the
where
data
the
on this drive.
crystals.
I'm sure it'll show her access codes were used. And there were probably files copied while I was still with you two in engineering.
That makes sense.
Then get someone down here who can prove that. But until then, I have to go.
I don't know what's going on here, but I think we need to call it into security. She can
She's
explain
part of
herself in a
security.
brig.
Hold on a minute. We don't need to put this on anyone's permanent record. Carter said you're not yourself. If something's wrong with you, we should head to sickbay and the doc will fix you right up.
Yeah, I haven't felt
Oh,
right
well,
since
now
I
you
left
blew
Atari.
it.
Think
I
should
was
see-
gonna agree with her before you said that.
You know her? If you really think she's not well, we can take her to sickbay first. But what I know is this is a security breach, and we should treat it as such.
A brie?
Please, just let me go see the doctor.
I was gonna say we should go to sickbay before you said that. You blew it.
And you're not blowing me.
This is Petty Officer Diaz. I need a security team to deck fire.
This is unbelievable.
Just listen to the music.
Hey, you agreed with me that she was sus earlier. Yellow sus. I should have asked where the crystal was.
Crystal Pepsi.
I think... Oop. Oh, she was insulted by the suspicion when he sent her... this is really gonna hurt our relationship. Me sending her to the brig. I'm gonna call it there for the night.
For the eve. We did a lot of Star Trekking.
That was a lot of Sturm.
We trekked through
That
the
was
stars.
And I don't. Here's the crazy thing is I don't know how to. Oh, main menu. There we go. That's really good so far, despite the fact that the game is falling the fuck apart.
The game is
right before our
trying
eyes.
as hard as it can and still not succeeding.
Okay. Follow us on Twitter though.
Well,
that's a Star Trek.
That's definitely 2 Star Treks, and then here comes a third.
Star Trek the third
movie.